battle has just begun!
Well, it looks like we have another Pokemon Showdown for you guys. I'm using my really shitty Moltres team. I don't know. It seems, I don't know, I feel like I would rather lose a lot and get some good matches with this team than win all the time and use the same team all over and over. But anyway, he's gonna leave Fortress and I'm gonna kill it. Yeah, Moltres lead on a Drought team is actually pretty cool. Because he's either gonna switch his Ninetales in and take a boosted Overheat or, you know, good stuff like that. And I did suspect his Fortress would lead, so that's cool. Ninetales misses Toxic, but it doesn't really matter too much since I have Natural Cure. Just gonna Rapid Spin. Now Volcarona is a huge threat. His the leftovers, so it's probably bulky maybe, so I don't know. I could have gone into my Focus Sash Tracheon, and I could have just used Stone Edge, but instead what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna risk the Hurricane. It lands, it not only lands, but I outspeed him and he gets confused, hits himself, and I land another Hurricane. So that is some insane luck. And, you know, it's not over yet. Hawthorne is going to explode, predicting the Sword Dance. Very cool. Now, defensive Politoed is pretty much the biggest check to Darmanitan there is in the world, so I know he's going to U-turn out, so I'm just going to go into Roasted Combo. And I'm going to U-turn on him, which is funny. Going to Carl's Jr., he finally lands that Toxic, and I believe I go for a couple Psyshocks, just because I want to whittle this guy down. Win the Weather War. He's going to go for Fire Blast. Doesn't do anything. I don't know. In Red and Blue, Ninetales was just elite top tier. He was so good, but in defensive Starmie, man, I don't know. Either Ninetales has like no special attack investment, or Starmie is amazing. It's just one of the two things. Knowing Darmanitan is going to come in, just going to get that rain up, and I know he's probably going to U-turn again, go into Roasted Combo, and we're going to have some, we're going to do that little U-turn square dance, and I'm going to get his Ninetales on the switch in, which is nice. Now Seattle's in, he is going to, I guess, predict Moltres to switch in, and go for the Sludge Bomb. Pretty good move, or it could have been Celebi. My team is weak to everything, so yeah, predicting that makes a lot of sense. But Seattle is basically death fodder since I have won the Weather War. Ironically, perhaps I'm going to death fodder Carl's Jr. right now just to get that Perish Song, force him to switch in Darmanitan, and Hurricane that some of a bitch, and ensure the win, and even get a crit in the end. So it's not often that team does that well, but when it does do that well, I'm like, shit, that's awesome. So we're gonna have a Pineco level 1 lead. It's got some Berry Juice, and it has Pain Split, so my life is basically ruined. This Pineco, basically, like, oh my gosh, what can I say? Level 1, sturdy with Pain Split, lead Pineco, it's a good idea. Props to this guy. I'm going to go to Dinosaur, knowing that I can outspeed him and Fire Blast him and kill him that way. I knew he'd probably want to stand to Rapid Spin too, so that works out in the end. Still want Dinosaur for rocks, so I'm actually going to Death Fodder Garchomp, which normally would be a really bad idea. It seems to work out. So I can send in Bill Cosby, which is... he's made out of Jello, get it? Gonna go for Psyshock, does a lot but not enough. Is that a banded Garchomp? I'm not... or is that just normal Garchomp? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's kicking my ass up and down the hallway over here. He kills, like, well, half my team or something, but with that Trick Room support, I'm gonna get some rocks up, and, unfortunately, I don't go for the Thunder Punch. That would have been nice, giving me more turns of Trick Room. I'm not really sure if it mattered in the long run, but I think my Trick Room is going to run out here, which is, I don't know. It doesn't quite matter since I know that Guts-powered Mach Punch can take down a weakened Garchomp like that, so that's cool. And he's got Gyarados, I've got Thunder Punch. If you want to set up Buddy, it's going to be your grave that you're digging, but fortunately for him, he goes for the Waterfall, gets that +1 attack. This is really terrible because it means Scizor is going to have to take a lot of damage. and I need Scizor at full health in order to win, and he's not at full health, and that's just the way it is. Just gonna switch into Carl's Jr. He goes for the Hidden Power Ice. The Hidden Power Ice doesn't do much. I am poisoned though, so that poison is gonna rack up. Goes for the Signal Beam, doesn't quite kill, but he confuses me, and then I hit myself and die to Sandstorm. So yeah, confusion hacks. It happens to everyone. It's not just PS being PS. It's not just pizza shit being pizza shit. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose because Sash Zam is Sash Zam. I should probably start using that team again. And this is going to be the closing match with AJ14, some guy I've never met. I'm just going to leave the roasted combo, go for the overheat. Just feel like the roasted combo. I think he's going to make the cover for this thumbnail, and this time I will increase the size of roasted combos, so you can see that he is holding a miniature bucket of KFC, and it even says KFC. It has red stripes and everything. This guy is a pain in my ass because he's got Toxic Heal, Breloom, 4th gen set with sub Focus Punch. The funny thing about it though is defensive Politoed can actually take like 2 Focus Punches. Politoed can take Focus Punch really comfortably. I can Parasung and, you know, behind the sub it still works. Good stuff like that. Yeah, looking at that, I can take 2 pretty well. I'm just gonna protect up. Parasung, Politoed. If you guys have an idea to make this Drizzle team better, by all means let me know. I'm probably gonna be too lazy to change it. Yeah, this team just gets completely butt-raped by Tornadus. It's not fun. Tornadus-I, by the way, since Tornadus-T was banned, which is stupid. Actually, it wasn't that stupid. He was really overpowered. I think, was that a Psyshock or a Scald? Either way, I'm going to go into Hawthorne wipes. I'm really hoping I'll wake up and explode like I did. Well, I wasn't asleep last match. Come on, wake up now, explode! Come on, wake up now, he's focusing! Still, I get the 3-turn sleep. How cool would it have been to explode on that Breloom? It would have been pretty cool, right? It would have been really damn cool. So, Roasted Combo's gonna come in, I go for the Hurricane, Porygon 2. I gotta give credit to this guy, where credit is due. Claydol and Porygon 2 are a really good, really solid defensive core. I would say that's probably the only way to use Claydol, and underused. Claydol is being kind of a jerk here, as he does completely wall Terrakion, which is funny. Even if I did carry X Scizor, that'd be like a 3-4 hit KO. I mean, Claydol, he's just a bulky piece of shit. He's gonna Rapid Spin here, and now I'm gonna predict him to go into Breloom, double switch out into Roasted Combo, and now he is a bit trapped. He could have just switched out into Porygon 2, but he's just gonna leave Breloom in. Perhaps he was over-predicting, thinking I would switch out or something. But anyway, I nailed that Breloom. I don't care if it's a bad play on his part. I don't care. I nailed the Breloom, and I had to double switch in to do it. Even if it was an oversight on AJ14, you know, fuck it, I killed a Breloom. That's all that matters, because Breloom is still a pain in my ass, especially in VGC. That guy is good in every format. I was recently in a VGC team, or a VGC tournament, where I just got my butt handed to me on a silver platter, and it was all Breloom. It was all Breloom. Fun times. He will defeat me in every imaginable field battle. Scizor comes in, some stuff. Was he a U-turn? Oh, that's right, he has a Scarfed Scizor. I don't think I ever brought that up, or haven't brought it up yet. I'm gonna get the crit burn on Porygon 2 though, which is nice, because Porygon 2 is a huge pain. And I'm gonna go down to Toxic, which gives me a free switch into Roasted Combo, and with the burn and the crit damage, that's just enough for Hurricane to kill. And I'm gonna confuse his Claydol, and then he's gonna forfeit, which is unfortunate because I don't know. Well, actually, I know exactly why it was unfortunate, because he definitely was trying to get that Rapid Spin off, and it was his last chance. Because if he got that Rapid Spin off, then he would have been able to set up with what I would have imagined was a Focus Sash Cloyster, and it would have been a good game. Like there would have been nothing I could have done. Yeah, pretty much. Maybe I could have squeaked out a win in the end, but confusion hacks. Oh my gosh. Gosh, I think Confusion Hacks will make the title for this one, just because there's so much of it in each of my battles. Confusion Hacks makes me lose, makes me win. It's fun to see. Anyway, if you enjoyed this upload, please comment, like it, and subscribe. And how about those leaked Pokemon? I'm not going to talk about them, but, like, I don't know. Well, would have there been, like, 10? Like, on 4chan? On the Smogon forums are just exploding with all these leaked Pokemon. They all look really cool. A couple new Mega Pokemon. I'm not going to say who, but they were some Pokemon that really needed it. Kind of like Absol and Mawile. So I almost feel like Game Freak is actually paying attention to the metagame, which I felt like that in Black and White as well. But anyway, I'm not going to rant. I've got Pokemon Blue LPs that I can rant forever, 40 minutes long. Go watch those, by the way. Alright, see you later, YouTube.